Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tapping on my video. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome to the new subscribers, old subscribers. We're all family here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to catch my breath. I'm going to be doing a collective general reading this morning. Keep in mind, this will be a general reading, so everything may not fit your situation. This could be you or someone in your energy, past, future, present events. He could be a she, third parties could be family, friends, or a romantic situation. Please use your discernment while watching this YouTube video. I'm going to clear the energy first and say a prayer, and then we can tap right on into the read. Holy Spirit, holy angels, Mother, Father, God in heaven, I come to you this morning and I thank you. I thank you so much for my life, the love, the light, the lessons, the blessings, the gifts, and the opportunity to share these gifts with others. I ask that you please use me this morning as a clear channel for the Divine Collective, that you give me the truth, the whole truth, God, and nothing but the truth. Please help me to see, hear, and know exactly what it is you want me to see, hear, and know. I also ask that you please send my ancestors of the light, the archangels, the ascended masters, and my higher self to step in to assist me at this time, to protect me and help me to alchemize all of the negative energy sent to harm me, and to love, light, peace, blessings, healing, forgiveness, joy, happiness, abundance, great health, wealth, and the plan that you have for my life, my children's life, my grandkids, and my collectives. And please clear, bless, and protect my third eye, my crown, and my throat chakra as I channel these messages. I don't have my water, but that's fine. All right, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing amazing on this beautiful Sunday morning. I'm chilling today. I have some readings I need to catch up on. I'm going to make a couple of bracelets, and I'm chilling today, so I hope you're enjoying your Sunday as well. Let's tap into this energy. It's a little erratic, crazy right now, so let's tap in and see what's going on. Confirmation. It's crazy. My little finger was bleeding today. I wish I could show y'all, but it's none of your business. I know. We're going to quit talking about it. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what's the message? What cards would you like for me to use to start off this reading, please, and thank you. Oh, my favorite, the horror movies. And I don't like scary movies, but I love these cards because they tell a story, and I can relate because they're old movies, and I've seen most of them. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Most High, Ancestors of the Light. What's going on in these spiritual streets? Why is the energy so crazy right now? What truth needs to be told? What lie needs to be uncovered? And if there is a karmic cycle or circle that we are caught up in, looped up in, on this hamster wheel in the matrix, could you please show us so that we may get the hell out and off of it? Learn our lesson, level up, and get our blessing. Please and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. All right. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Most High, y'all. Let's get it. What's this message, Holy Spirit? What is it that you need the collective to know at this time? Why is the energy so crazy? What's going on? What's going on, God? What is going on out here in these spiritual streets that we need to be made aware of? Please and thank you. We got midnight in the reverse. So at midnight last night, something happened. Something changed. This is from the movie The Gremlins. So at midnight last night, it's 9 o'clock in the morning here in California. All right, so what happened last night that changed? Something went back. Return to sender. There was a return to sender last night. The call in the reverse. All right. Something to do with a phone call. All right. Fire. So there was a fire that was put out last night. What about this fire? Something changed about this fire. So, water in the reverse. If there was a fire, all these cards are in the reverse. There was a fire in your life. There was some chaos, some craziness going on. Someone created some craziness. Why am I doing this? Okay, someone created some craziness and something changed last night at midnight or this morning, 12 a.m. Okay, what else? We got dreams. Damn, egg. And escaped. Okay, you escaped something. You escaped a fire. What's at the bottom of the deck? Trickster. I told you it was somebody who caused a fire in your life. A trickster. A clown. All right. These are a lot of cards, God. All right. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. We're going to tell the story first. Leave them all on the top. Yeah. All right, y'all, let's tap into this crazy energy. This is why the energy is crazy, because of this person right here. Who is this in your life? Who is this clown in your life, collective? They're in shock. The clown, the trickster is in shock. Why is the trickster in shock? Because the neighbors, family in reverse. I'm so tired of this damn family. You know why the family? Okay, I got this download this morning. You know, in Revelations in the Bible, it talks about in the last day how mother gonna go against daughter. Daughter gonna go against mother, father against son, sister against brother, brother against sister, sister against sister. Some people who are not awakening, they're throwing their own family members under the bus. These are people who were supposed to be on a journey with us. Hop their ass on the camel and go through the eye of the needle too, to travel the path less traveled. But they got distracted. They got tempted. The devil said, I give you all this. Jump. And these motherfuckers jumped. The tricksters, they got tricked out of their destiny. Damn. And then they became our ops. So that's why this family situation is so prevalent. And also because the last gonna be first, the first gonna be last. There was a few that started all of these generational curses within a family line, within the bloodline, within family. And we came here, it's been going on and on and on because people refuse to heal, people refuse to grow. So it's been going on and on consecutively. And this is the Great Awakening. Time's up for that shit. You're gonna heal. You're gonna heal this lifetime. Or you just, I don't know what. What, guy? Some souls ain't coming back. And not in a good way. All right, we're going to leave it there. So we talking about this trickster. This is why the energy is so crazy, because of tricksters. Tricksters are the ones who refuse to heal and grow and evolve. They want to go around scheming, scamming, manipulating, lying, cheating. They want to steal, kill, and destroy. They don't want to follow the commandments. They don't want to follow the laws, the universal laws. They don't want to follow none of that. They want to do what they want to do, and that's over. Appearances can be deceiving and playful seeming mischief, especially if coded and harmless, can be fueled by subterranean animus. These are people who do the same thing every day, every morning. They don't have no goals. They don't have no ambitions to grow, heal, and evolve. They're stuck in this karmic circus. No one is ever just kidding. Bright, distracting balloons can hide a toothy maw. So these are people who laugh in your face. They wearing a mask. People who have not grown up. You see this little kid who have not dealt with their childhood wounds. They're still babies here on this earth school. And the babies who don't grow up on this earth school, they turn into fucking clowns. People wearing masks who don't deal or heal or operate in their authenticity and their own power. They're controlled by other people, places, and things, and temptations and distractions. A figure as old as time, the trickster will use your own thoughts and fears against you if they can. Be mindful of manipulation as you proceed. So this is a manipulator. This is somebody who manipulates energy, manipulates time, manipulate people, manipulate situations, manipulate circumstances to change people's destiny, to change the projection of their life, to change the plan that God had for people's lives. Because God said operate in spirit and in truth. These are people who don't operate in spirit and in truth. Manipulators who wear masks. Again, children on this playground of earth school who never grow up. They never evolve. Tricksters. The tricksters are in shock. Why? Because there's something happened at midnight last night. What happened at midnight? What's your equivalent of a midnight snack? You didn't listen and now you see what happens? Okay, so you may have told these people, whoever this trickster was, you know this trickster. This is somebody who wanted to use your own thoughts and your own fears against you, who tried to, by manipulating the situation. Some rules are made to be followed, and doing so may make the difference between a sweet circumstance or a quickly multiplying element of chaos. There's chaos right now because of this trickster using their manipulation tactics. The trick is oldest trick in the book, and somebody didn't listen. Now there's chaos. Timing can be everything. If things take a turn for the worse, they have, it can be helpful to shine a light on the problem rather than let it fester in the dark. Okay, so now there's been some type of light shine on the situation. This trickster. At 12 o'clock last night, a light will shine on this trickster. In times of festivity, be mindful in your gift giving and remember that personal experiences can make holidays challenging for some. Okay, so now this family, this trickster is a part of your family. Okay, this trickster is something like that. Now, holidays going to be kind of challenging this year because of what they did. What's your equivalent of a midnight snack? So this person, and what did the gremlins do at midnight? They came alive. You wasn't supposed to feed them after midnight. And if you did, something bad happened. Now something bad has happened because this person was, what was this person's equivalent of a midnight snack? Let's see. What cards would you like for me to use, Holy Spirit? Hidden secrets? No. Which ones? Tarot. Which tarot? Big blue. Why are we using these so much? Don't ask no questions. Okay. Okay, so this conflict has caused some type of heartbreak. Whoever this person was, 5 of Wands, they was competing with you, and now there's conflict, there's chaos because of jealousy. Differences of opinion, and now somebody's heartbroken, they're sad. Grief, sorrow, mourning. Okay, so now there's chaos, there's grief because of this trickster. Because let's find out why. What's your equivalent of a midnight snack? I told you not to what? You were warned? I'm sorry. You didn't listen, and now you see what happens? Okay, so you warned this person not to do something. They did it anyway. You warned somebody. And this trickster operated anyway. A toothy maul. They hid it. Somebody was wearing a mask. What happened at midnight, Holy Spirit? What's midnight in the reverse? What's your equivalent of a midnight snack? So somebody did something at midnight last night? This trickster did something? 4 of Swords. And something's been put to rest. Illustrates pausing and resting or taking a step back. Calls for a reflection. Okay, so somebody is now reflecting on what this trickster said. Because remember, this trickster is a manipulator. This clown was starting fires in your life. And something has been paused. There's chaos. Somebody's sad because somebody is taking a step back and reflecting on what this trickster said. All right. What did this trickster say? Now I can get hidden secrets. Okay. This trickster said, what did this trickster say about the collective? Let's find out. Somebody is reflecting on what this trickster told them. And now they're contemplating because there's chaos. All right. What did this trickster say? Somebody's reflecting, calls for reflection or contemplation. 2 cards popping out. Return in the reverse. This trickster said that somebody can't return and get a second chance in the reverse. Opportunity in the reverse. Making amends in the reverse. So this trickster told somebody that you can't return, you can't have a second chance, you can't have an opportunity, and you can't make amends. That's what this trickster told somebody. This trickster been starting fires in your life. They told somebody this, which was a lie because that's in the reverse. Be mindful of manipulation. Remember, this clown is a manipulator. Everything come out this clown mouth is a toothy maw. They a liar. Now somebody is reflecting on what this trickster said about a return that's in the reverse. Man, this some got them. It's got something to do with your twin flame. This got something to do with your twin flame. So somebody told your twin flame they can't return. They ain't getting no second chance, no opportunity, making amends. All right. And now, what? Reflecting. Now, who's reflecting? I guess your twin flame is reflecting. Calls for reflection or contemplation. Twin flame. Shared feelings, reflection about a return that ain't happening. Okay, so this trickster told this twin flame something, so now they can't return. All right, one more. We're going to get some tarot. One more. What? Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, and soul-finding. That you was... And now your twin flame, okay, so somebody, your twin, this clown could be your twin flame. Your twin flame could have been starting fires in your life. And now your twin flame is reflecting, whoever this clown is, contemplating. Because now they can't return. They said they ain't getting no second chance, ain't no opportunities, ain't no making amends with this twin flame. You done grew, you focused, and you walked out the door. I'm gone. Bye, Lance. Finale, farewell, leaving behind, closure. Okay, and now this twin flame is contemplating. All right. About a new beginning. Try again, start over. And this twin flame is spying on you because they ghosted you or you ghosted them. And now they know the truth. And they expecting and they hoping and obsessing and spying, reminiscing, because it's bittersweet. Because y'all ain't talking, you and this twin, because they may be daydreaming about you, thinking about you, but they family. Here go to family again. Okay. All right, so you walked away from this twin flame, and they reflecting. Something changed at 12 o'clock last night. You didn't listen. You see what happened? Okay, so your twin flame didn't listen. You see what happened? Now they reflecting because you left. All right, let's get some tarot then. What? I feel like in the Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck again. Retreat from the world to recharge your energy and gain a perspective. Okay, so now what? This was final? This was the final walk away? Your twin flame was acting like a clown? Playing games, playing in a circus? So you walked away. You might have told this twin flame something, but they didn't listen. What did you tell this twin flame? Why they can't have a second chance? What happened? What happened with this twin flame? Love sideways, upside down. Your twin flame had blocked emotions. They missed this opportunity. They was emotionally draining you. That's why they can't have a second chance. They didn't listen. Now you see what done happened? Now this twin flame is reflected. And they feel weak. They don't have no hope. They feel weak. They feel insecure. And they don't have no control over this situation because they didn't listen. Now they want to heal and grow, but you already left. What's the strength in the reverse? This person feels weak. And they want a new beginning with you. New beginning, creativity. A spark of creativity ignites within you. Embrace the fire of inspiration and take action. They want to grow and heal and take action, have a new beginning with you. Nine of Cups, they see you as wish fulfillment. You have all it takes to fulfill all of your needs. Will a wish or desire be fulfilled? And they don't know. That's a question mark. And then we got the call in the reverse. Maybe they want to call you, but they didn't. You're not talking to this person. What happened at midnight last night? What happened at midnight? Besides they was reflecting. What happened at midnight? They was reflecting about happier times, a happy home. They was thinking about joy, harmony, fulfillment, happy family, happy life. But they going through hardships. That ain't happening. Hardships, poverty, insecurity, need, isolation. They in a lack mentality. They've been left out in the cold. You walked away. And they thinking about the happy times and what they could have had, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But shit. But that ain't what happened. They want a second chance. You walked away. They got left out in the cold. They going through all kind of poverty and shit. Why? What did they do? They blocked you out. They didn't love you. They didn't show you no love. Cup of love in the reverse. Overpouring love and emotions, no. Love, they didn't show you no love. They didn't give you no emotional clarity. They didn't go through no spiritual awakening. So they've been left out in the cold. You see what happened when you don't listen? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So they didn't listen, and now they've been left out in the cold. And at midnight last night, they was reflecting on this. The call in the reverse. What's the call in the reverse? They might want to call you, but they didn't. Or maybe you ain't answering. I don't know. You should never say who's there. You probably want to let it go to voicemail. Nothing good ever comes from an unexpected call from an unknown number. Self-awareness does not always constitute self-defense. Ironic distance can provide the illusion of safety. So you're not talking to this person, nor are you in close proximity of this person. Can what you refrain from really hurt you? Question mark. The corrupt can't resist congratulating themselves. Now let me go back. Be mindful of manipulation of this trickster. Something happened at 12 o'clock last night. This person been reminiscing and they realize they've been left out in the cold. Ain't gonna be no second chance, no new opportunities. Something like that. The corrupt can't resist congratulating themselves. Bad news and misdirection can cut us to the quick if we give it half the chance. Okay, so your twin flame listened to a trickster. You might have warned your twin flame about this trickster. The corrupt can't resist congratulating themselves. And whatever this trickster said to your twin flame or to you, I don't know if you know this person or not, it had you walk away from your twin flame. You left your twin flame out in the cold because of this trickster. You told this person about this trickster. They didn't listen. This trickster was congratulating themselves. The corrupt can't resist congratulating themselves. Bad news, this lying motherfucking trickster and misdirection, this manipulating trickster can cut us to the quick if we give it half a chance. This twin flame journey is over because of this trickster. Call in the reverse. If people can't get a hold of you, will they stop calling? And this is from the movie Scream, when that masked man kept calling people and then, what is this? The fuck is this? If people can't get a hold of you, will they stop calling? So there's no communication between you and your twin flame because this twin flame or you was misdirected by this trickster. Be careful of manipulation. Your twin flame is realizing that they got tricked out of their spot by a trickster. What's the call? If you don't answer, will they stop calling? You ain't answering your twin flame calls no more? And this trickster came up with a story? I don't know. What's the call? The Knight of Wands. Oh, it's two cards. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. The Knight of Wands is a reckless whore. And the Page of Cups is like a younger person. If you don't answer the phone, you didn't answer the phone. You and your twin flame broke up. They didn't listen, blase, blase. They was misdirected by this trickster. This Page of Cups. What is the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands? They was misdirected by a Page of Cups. Oops, my little turtle fell off. All right, what's the Page of Cups? No, not use these. Use these. Yeah, okay. If you don't answer the phone, okay, so this person was okay. So you and your twin broke up. Y'all had some type of misunderstanding because of this trickster. You ain't answering the phone. So this twin was misdirected to new opportunities, to other opportunities by this trickster. Instead of spiritual, intuitive resources and activities, this person was redirected by this trickster somewhere else. By this Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? Message of concern. Okay, again, a message, receiving a message. Okay, so at 12 o'clock last night, this twin got a message from this Page of Cups. What was the message of concern? Another message. Damn, 3 messages. Okay, so this person got 3 messages last night. Maybe left you 3 messages. What is the message? This person might have messaged you 3 times. What's the message? 3 times. If you don't answer, maybe you didn't answer this person 3 times. And now we got bad health. Okay, so maybe you didn't answer this twin 3 times. And now they got bad health because they was misdirected to be in this Knight of Wands energy, whole material, instead of a courtship. Okay, so this, you didn't answer. You didn't do what this twin flame wanted you to do. You didn't listen, collective. You didn't listen. This person messaged you 1, 2, 3 times, and you didn't listen. So in comes the trickster with the manipulation. Oh, get in your Knight of Wands energy. Do this. Fuck the collective, basically. The collective didn't answer. If someone calls, will you stop calling? So your twin just stopped calling. They wanted to be a Knight of Wands energy. And now they in bad health because they listened to this trickster. And they was thinking about it last night. You see what happened when you don't listen? You tried to tell this person about this trickster, but they went and headed in a different direction. Because you didn't answer 3 messages. What the hell? What was the messages? What's the 3 messages? What's the 3 messages? That's why there's distance. You didn't answer. You messaged this person, messaged you 3 times, and you didn't answer. Why you didn't answer, collective? Why you didn't answer the messages this person sent you? Distracted, sidetracked, changed. That's when this person got sidetracked and things changed. Okay, so you didn't answer this person message. They messaged you 3 times or 2 times. No, 3. It's 3 messages out here. 3 cards with messages on here. And you didn't answer. So this trickster came with some manipulation tactics and redirected this person to act in this Knight of Wands energy. That's how they got sidetracked. Now this person is ill in bad health. What's bad health and ill? You see what happened when you don't listen? Now this person is sad. I mean, in bad health because open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable. What's empathy, open heart? Because they open their heart up to this trickster? What's this open heart? Okay, now they got sidetracked and they want you to open your heart. What is open heart? Okay, their heart was closed. They had blocked emotions, remember? Big couple love was in the reverse. Now they heart, ego, pride. They got sidetracked. Open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable. And their heart wasn't open back then. They was in their pride and their ego and they was being stubborn. So they got some advice and they were decided to be in their ego. They was acting arrogant and stubborn. Because you didn't answer the messages. They sent you 1, 2, 3 messages and you didn't answer. And they got sidetracked and that changed everything. They started listening to this toothy clown face over here. All right. And then what happened? This person was in their ego. They got some bad advice and they was weak and they followed it. Queen of Wands. And now this person's heart is open. Why is their heart open? Because they've been reflecting. And you see what happened when you don't listen? They ain't got no second chance. This was a twin flame journey. And you walked away. Now they feel weak. And they want a new beginning. But they had blocked emotions in the past. And now they see you, Queen of Wands. Very beautiful, very intuitive. What's the Queen of Wands? And they want to come rushing in. Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, Knight of Swords. Charge ahead with confidence and determination. Be ready to conquer any obstacles in your path. Or they see you, Queen of Wands, very warm, very confident, inspiring those around you, a leader, very intuitive. You may have your own business. They see you charging ahead, conquering obstacles in your path. And you ain't talking to them. They was in their ego and pride back then. They listened to this trickster. Wait a minute. And now they see you as the Empress. What's the Empress? Oh, snap. What's the Queen of Wands? What's the Queen of Wands? Okay, let's go back. Whoever this Queen of Wands is was competing with you. What the hell? Yeah, they went rushing towards a Queen of Wands. Shut up. Okay, so when you didn't answer, they got sidetracked, they got delayed, they started listening to this trickster, or they was being a trickster. This could be your twin. You got a twixter. You got a trickster twin. And when you didn't answer those messages, those 3 messages, this person got sidetracked, they got delayed, they got distracted, and they went rushing towards a Queen of Wands. Instead of you, Empress, they twin flame. Because they was in their ego, they was in their pride, and you didn't fucking listen. You didn't answer the messages. Indecision, lack of progress, failed partnerships, lack of confidence. You hurt this person's ego because they was in their pride and their ego. How you not going to answer the phone? You ain't going to answer the call? You ain't going to answer the call? Deuces. They deuced you. And they went towards the Queen of Wands. That's what they did. Wow. They juggled you. They was juggling. Okay, and that's the truth. They made themselves some options. Okay, so they put themselves on the market is what they did. They didn't want the Earth Angel. Say less. Okay, so that was a fire. Shit on fire now. Why is shit on fire? Why? Why is everything on fire? Shit on fire now. They chose the Queen of Wands over you. If you don't answer the phone, will they stop calling? Yeah, they stop calling your twin. But something happened at midnight between them and this Queen of Wands. Now they feel like you done left them out in the cold. Or maybe they left you out in the cold. No, they feel something changed at midnight last night. They feel like you done left them out in the cold. They said. There's a fire now with this Queen of Wands and them. There's just a fire between your twin. Shit done burnt down between you and twin. It's a somebody's scared. It wasn't your decision to burn everything down. I told you this shit is burnt. This person chose a Queen of Wands over you. Finale. It's over. You walked away. It's done. It's burnt. Misunderstandings, miscommunication, assumptions of the worst, fear, ignorance. This was the kindling while you and your twin flame shit burnt down with this trickster. Your twin flame could have been a trickster. You had a twixter twin. Or they could have listened to this Queen of Wands could have been the trickster. Take it how it resonates. And while it can take a whole village to really stack all of this up, once one person puts a torch to it, that's this trickster. Put a torch to this twin flame journey. Once they put a torch to this shit, this Queen of Wands, it'll all end up in flames. This shit is burnt down. Consider, though, that the fire can also bring a rebirth. Yeah, and you, collective, because you just kept it pushing, kept it moving. It can also bring a rebirth. An ash-nourished forest grows again and marks a new beginning. Hold on. Confirmation. So somebody want a new beginning. Look at this card. An ash-nourished, look at it, says nourished, can grow again. Grow again. Self-growth. Okay, so maybe this twin realized something last night. Let it all come down. Something new will arise. Okay, well, this is over for you, collective. You let this shit burn down to the motherfucking ground. We don't need no water. Let the burn. 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 Okay, Earth Angel, so you said, all right, let the shit burn down to the ground. It's burnt. What's the fire? Let it all burn down. Something new will arise. We got the Five of Swords, and you got this Emperor. Here come the Emperor out. We had the Empress over here. This Queen of Wands and this Empress was over here. Your twin flame is the Emperor. Five of Swords. The shit is burnt down. Five of Swords. Now your Emperor is sad and disappointed. He feels defeated. This Emperor. Because he let this trickster, this Queen of Wands, come in between you and your twin flame journey. Stupid ass. I'm sorry. Okay. And now what you want to say for yourself, Emperor? What you want to say? They said, the Emperor said, why you sad, Emperor? Because he gave you mixed signals, this Emperor. His motions was blocked, and he know he messed up. That's what the cards say. Now, this Emperor know he done fucked up, because this is burnt. He caused a lot of confusion. Or he's confused, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. He know he messed up. And he's sad about it. One more card. He was chasing thrills, excitement, and chasing a good time. And he know he messed up. He got sidetracked. He got tricked out of his spot. Oh, poor little Tink. Tink got tricked out of his spot with an Earth Angel. Gave up, forfeited his spiritual inheritance. All right, so now poor little Tink. Knight of Wands in the reverse. He's not a king of, he's not an emperor. He wasn't acting like an emperor. He has a lack of vision, a lack of leadership. He was acting arrogant and impulsive, chasing thrills, being a hoe. Knight of Wands energy. And the shit burnt down to the ground. That wasn't fair. The future depends on what we do in the present. So he put his whole future on the line when he teamed up with this Queen of Wands over here. I mean, balance is the key to everything. And he was supposed to be single and independent and gain his wings back. But the future belongs to those who prepare for it. New ideas can change your life. They went back to their old ways. They old... They went back to their old hoe ways. Hoe ways, hoe days. They went back to their old hoe ways, hoe days. So the shit burned down. Now they in the Knight of Wands energy instead of the Emperor. This was your Emperor, Empress. This was your counterpart, your divine counterpart who didn't grow up, who wanted to be in this Knight of Wands energy in the reverse. They wanted to be a hoe. That's what caused the conflict. Conflict, competition. Competition can be fierce, but it can also bring out the best of you. Well, it brought out the best in you, collective. It was supposed to bring out the best in this person. They were supposed to heal, grow, and evolve. But they got sidetracked, delayed by this Queen of Wands, this trickster, or they was acting like a trickster. They refused to grow up. You see this little boy on here? They refused to grow up and heal and evolve. And now they're heavily burdened. Why are you heavily burdened? You may feel weighed down. This person feels weighed down because of the decisions that they made. Two of Swords in the reverse. There's a stalemate. This person refused to make a decision. Now they have inner turmoil. They got stuck in the loop, in the matrix, in the circle, in the cycle of karmic loops. Now there's a stalemate. The shit is all burnt down. This person is heavily burdened because they was not an emperor. They came out as a King of Wands in a reverse, which is a promiscuous, weak, not a leader, somebody impulsive, arrogant, reckless. And now they fucked up. Damn. Death card in a reverse. They was resistance to change. And now they don't know what to do because they stuck. We got stagnant and we got a tower. They having a tower now. Destruction, chaos, upheaval. Sometimes destruction is necessary to make way for the new growth. Change is inevitable. Now they have to change. They didn't want to grow and heal and change with you. They wanted to go back to their whole days. Now they going to have to learn the hard way. Water. And they in their feelings now. They in their emotions. Water is emotions. Okay. Sounds like this is karma. Water. What's water? Creature from the Black Lagoon in the reverse. We've just begun to learn about the water and its secrets. Okay, so now this person is just now learning about who you are, collective, spiritually, who this trickster probably is, this Queen of Wands is, because they going through karma and destruction, the choices that they made. Are people intruding on your personal space like an invasive species? Question mark. Is your long-established sense of comfort and equilibrium being disturbed by interlopers who don't understand the disruption they bring? This person got tricked out of their spot, and they didn't understand it at the time when they was getting tricked, when they chose to chase thrills and be a hoe. They didn't understand the severity of the choice that they was making, but I think they just beginning to learn about the secrets now. Thriving in your own environment can depend on being able to ignore distractions. They could not ignore the distractions of this trickster. Even enticing ones. They got enticed by this Queen of Wands that risk muddying the home waters. Now this twin flame connection has been muddy. There ain't no gold in this river. Ain't no gold in this river. Well, what have we have here? Now they trying to figure out what do they have here. What do they have here? Well, they going through a tower in destruction. They made the wrong choice. You done walked away. Something changed at midnight last night. They came to a realization that what do we have here? Now look what done happened. They going through a tower. So they realize now, I messed up. You know you done fucked up now. They know it. They know they done fucked up. How they know they done fucked up? What happened? They going through destruction, chaos. The tower happened last night at 12 a.m. Something happened. Some destruction happened. What happened at 12 a.m. last night? I mean, that's not what I want to ask. What I want to ask, what do we have here? Well, what do we have here with this emperor who's now in the Knight of Wands energy? He's not even an emperor. He's not a leader. And he's going through destruction and chaos. What do we have here? It's called look like fucking karma, consequences. What is this we have here? What is this we have here? What is it we have here? Damn, we got the Empress just popped out. So at 12 o'clock last night, this person said, what do we have here? We have the Empress. And then we have the Hangman. His perspective changed about you, Empress. And now this person, Eight of Wands, want to take some type of action towards you, communicate towards you. There's been a sudden change, a sudden swift change. And this person has some good results after some quick developments. What was the development? They had a perspective change about you. About while there was a pause or a period of limbo, or the need to observe the situation from a different angle. So at 12 o'clock last night, whoever this twin flame from is, this emperor who is in the whole daddy energy, had a perspective change last night about this whole situation. They seen the shit from a different angle, Empress. And what they seen is they didn't put in no hard work. They wasn't concentrated on this. They didn't learn shit. Training reveals progress and dedication to a craft. They see that you have leveled up and that you have mastered your skills and you studied. And they want to work with you, but they didn't do that. They were supposed to work with you. Now they see they were supposed to work with you. They in their feelings water because they had a change of perspective last night at 12 a.m. Now that they going through a tower, they realize that they didn't put in no hard work. That's why they not happy. Sun in the reversed. They didn't master themselves. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. All right, so this person's perspective changed about you, Empress. I want to know what they thought about you in the first fucking place. How about that? Nose itching. What did this person think about the collective, the Empress, before 12 o'clock yesterday, last night? What was this person thinking of? What was Twin? They perspective changed about you, and they know you they soulmate. And they know y'all got a connection. Deep love. All right, what else did they know? How did they feel before this? Before this, they was bitter, they was angry, and they was resentful. And they said hurtful words to you. Bitch. So now they see you as they soulmate. Before, they was a bitter Freddy Krueger looking motherfucker. Look, y'all. Look. Before, this person was a nightmare on Elm Street. This person caused you nightmares. This person was an asshole before. Think about Freddy. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. This person came for you. This person came for you. This person came for their soulmate. So this person came for you. You know how you be like, don't come for me. This person came for you. I told you not to do that. You told this person too. You warned this person. They was real bitter towards you. Dishonest, lying, trickery. That's what they was. They was bitter and elusive. Deceptive, dishonest, and this. Your twin was a trickster. Your twin was a trickster. And now they shocked. Why they shocked? Because they treated you fucked up. They was resentful. They was angry. They said hurtful words to you. They were dishonest, deceptive, trickery. They was with the shit. They came for you. Damn. And you walked away. And now this person feel weak. Because they've had a perspective change. Because they listened to a trickster. Or they was a trickster. And went and chased the Queen of Wands. And was lying and shit. Alright. One more. One more. Freddy Krueger is. Now they sad. Now they sad. They sad. They afraid. And they apprehensive. Why are you afraid and scared and apprehensive? Because they've had a change of perspective. They know you they soulmate. They know you the Empress. And they going through a tower. Now they sad. And they apprehensive because this is your divine masculine. And you running from this motherfucker. You don't want nothing to do with this motherfucker. I don't blame you. What else, Holy Spirit? So now you running from this person. You don't want nothing to do with him. You're gone. And what? What about this masculine? He in his feelings. And he watching you. Page of Wands. So this person is watching you embrace your adventurous spirit and explore new possibilities. What else? What else, Holy Spirit? And this person think it's unfair. They feel like it's unfair that you moving on. Ain't that a bitch? I'm sorry. Why do you think it's unfair? Why does this person think it's unfair? When they didn't put in no work, they didn't treat you like nothing, and they ran off with the Queen of Wands. Why they think it's unfair? Because they was being they're financially insecure. They was being greedy and stingy. And they got a poverty mentality, and they going through all kind of material losses, and you moving ahead into a new beginning. Celebrate your accomplishments and share your joy with others. Celebrate in harmony. And they want to come home. They want to celebrate with you, but they can't. And they feel like it's not fair that you chasing your dreams and you moving forward. And they stuck with this Queen of Wands. You out here manifesting. You a star seed. Okay, so now they know you are an earth angel, star seed. And that you out here manifesting the life that you want. You got success. You got victory. All your hard work is paying off. And your plans are coming to fruition. All the seeds that you planted, you being rewarded. And this person feels like they missed the opportunity with you because they was chasing thrills with a Queen of Wands. All right. They was chasing dreams and you ran off. While they was chasing dreams, you ran the other direction. So this person was chasing dreams with a Queen of Wands. And you said, okay, fine. Earth Angel went on about her business or his business. Dreams. And now this person thinks it's not fair. It's not fair. This is a nightmare to this person because they in poverty right now. They feel left out in the cold. They going through the 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. But they was being greedy and stingy with you. They didn't show you no love. Everybody's got a dream. This person was out chasing dreams. You was out chasing God's dream and God's plan for your life. And this person should have been chasing the same fucking thing. But they was not. They got tricked out of their spot. Oldest trick in the book. They didn't grow up. They didn't evolve. They didn't grow. The weird jumble of dream magic can feel beyond our control. Almost as though someone else is pulling the string. So this person got tricked by the devil. They listened. The devil said, I give you all this. Come and do this. And this person jumped and threw your ass under the bus. It can be unclear where we are or how we've arrived there. Now they're trying to figure out how did we get, what happened? Because you're gone. And they don't think it's fair that they in poverty and you moving on into your blessings and success and shit. They don't think that's fair. How did we get here? They trying to figure out. Listening to the trickster or being a trickster is how you got there. But a surreal, yes, that's what happened. But a surreal turn can cue what's really happening. At 12 midnight last night, a cue, something happened wherever this person is at. They was like, oh, fuck. That's why I'm in this predicament I'm in right now. Yep, boo-boo, that's why you in the predicament you. That's why you in this right here, baby. This is why you in here. This is you falling out. Okay, so at 12 o'clock, it dawned on this person. A surreal turn can cue what's really happening. They know now, and a lucid chance to turn our back on stuff of nightmares. Dreams tell stories. Listen, this person could have had a dream last night about you, collective, that opened up their eyes. And they can see clearly now. The rain is gone. The toxicity is gone. I don't know. All right. So dreams tell story. Dreams tell story. And this person was cued on how they got into this tower that they now find themselves in. Because they had a dream. They wanted to chase the Queen of Wands and chase thrills instead of God's plan. All right, what else? It's on some Freddy Krueger time. Wow, y'all. I can't. The devil. They wanted to chase. They got tricked out of their spot. They wanted to play. They got tempted. Now they oppressed, represents attachments and our shadow selves. This person didn't heal their shadow, their child wounds. They self-worth, self-love. We see that we can break free of addictions or temptations and that we are not powerless. This person realizes that they gave their power away. What's the devil? That's why they going through the tower they going through. So now this person realizes that they gave their power away to this trickster, to the devil energy. They got tempted and they jumped. They was in a pursuit of toxicity. That's what they was chasing, temptations. And now this person realizes that how they got in the predicament that they in. They could have had a dream. I don't know how they figured it out, but at 12 o'clock last night, something changed, y'all. This person realized, how did they get there? How did I get here with the devil? Dreams tell stories. Listen, the dream said you've been playing with temptation. You attached to your shadow side. Everybody's got a dream. You've been dreaming of devil shit. else? What else? Obsession in the reverse. And it says obsessions. Oh, no, it don't. That's oppression. Infatuation or adoration and addiction. What's obsession in the reverse? New beginning in the reverse. Try again, new direction. Okay, so this person was supposed to go in a new direction and start over and not chase the same. Okay, so this is a karmic cycle that this person has been stuck in, that they never learned. This is a loop that this person has always been on, chasing thrills, chasing bitches, chasing cars, chasing money, wanting to be the richest, the flyest, never wanting to grow up. This person got stuck on a loop, chasing temptation. They was trying to, they were supposed to have a new start, go in a new direction, but they did not. That's why they're not getting a new beginning. They were supposed to heal their obsessions with being infatuated and addicted to money, people, places, and things. But that didn't happen. And how did you get here? They were supposed to be in a commitment with you, but they forfeited that. I can't show it because they naked. Well, they ain't even got no body. Well, yes, they do. They got a little body out of you. They were supposed to have this with you, but they gave that up for this with old Queen of Wands energy over here. That's what they chose. How did you get here? They were supposed to have a new commitment with you, but they chose not to. That's how you got here. You had a dream. Old Martin Luther King asked for the wrong shit. Oh my goodness. Okay, one more. And what else? And now they want you. Now they want you. All I want is you. Now. All I want is you now. But they're getting karma. Baby, now that you're gone, 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 gone. 'Cause they don't smile or smell like you, and they don't make me laugh or even cook like you. No, whoever they teamed up with, this Queen of Wands, wasn't you. This wasn't no Empress. Now they're realizing, how did they get here? They sad about it. They lost you. This is somebody who tried to hex you, who was using witchcraft on you, who had a negative mind, and they receiving karma. They're fucked. They were supposed to be in a commitment with you, and now they got karma instead. And all I want is you. Now, I got a line full of hoes, how they coming in. They got a line full of hoes, how they coming in. They do, but they ain't you. They getting karma. And this is the consequences to their actions. Listening to tricksters. Called karma. Now they getting karma, and they sad about it. And they want a new beginning. The love or an apology on the horizons. They won't apologize. I'm sorry for doing black magic, hexing, and cursing you, and choosing a Queen of Wands over you, chasing thrills. This is somebody from your past. This is a past life situation. This person been on this loop a long time. This is a past life situation, and this person did this in another past life. You was with this person in another lifetime. We all came here on this looply loop to heal. To heal with people who you have soul ties with, who had a significant impact on your life, who you could heal and have something beautiful with, whether it be friends, family members, or lovers. Everybody ain't making it, though. Everybody ain't strong enough. Only the strong survive. Everybody ain't willing to hop their ass on that camel and go through the eye of a needle, take the path less traveled. They want to chase money, bitches, cars, Birkin bags, and shit. And that's what this person did. And they didn't get no reward from that shit. They had a dream that had no reward. They came here this lifetime to heal and grow and evolve, and they didn't learn shit. lack of recognition, lack of success, lack of confidence, lack of inspiration. Yeah, they got tricked by the trickster. They got tricked out of the high priestess, you. So this person tried to hex, curse, and team up. I mean, why? What's the high priestess? That's you, collective. They got tricked out of their spot. They tried to hex the high priestess. So this person tried to curse and hex you. Yeah, they getting fucking karma. Three of Pentacles. Disagreements. So this is a past life karmic situation that you came back this lifetime to heal. And this person didn't recognize you this lifetime. They didn't recognize you as being a high priestess. They thought they just chasing dreams. Okay, so you had a soul tie, a soul connection with this person. This person was supposed to recognize you soul from soul. On a soul level, this person was supposed to recognize your soul. And this person was chasing thrills. They was blindsided. They was chasing dreams. They didn't recognize you this lifetime as being a high priestess. They didn't wake up this lifetime. Wow. One more, please. Yeah, they didn't wake up. They didn't answer the call. If you keep calling, will they stop answering? Yeah, God. Shit. Just like this person left you 3 messages. They reached out to you 3 times and you didn't answer, collective. God tried to warn this person 3 times and they didn't answer God too. They didn't receive the call. They didn't take heed. Lack of communication, incompetence, unrecognized. They didn't listen to God this lifetime. God sent them messages and they refused. Ooh, my nose. They refused the call this lifetime. Wow. Egg. They refused the call and they didn't recognize you this lifetime, collective. They was too busy. They got sidetracked, distracted. Now there's eggs. Shit scrambled all the way the fuck up now. Alien, oh, but you did. You listened, collective. You heard the call. You answered the call. Oh God, it's moving right towards us. It's not always clear that we're only at the beginning of a situation. The stranger the circumstances, the less able we are to predict the way it can evolve over time with the potential shocking results. Okay, so now there's been some shocking results. This is your twin flame who chose a Queen of Wands over you, who tried to hex and curse you. They refused the call. And now they're getting karma. They're not getting karma for not choosing you. They're getting karma for trying to hex and curse you and being a fucking trickster, lying, fucking around, not healing, not growing. Now they're shocking results. They realize you're their twin flame and they fucked up. They getting karma. Gut-wrenching decisions may be forced upon us when we have limited means which to respond. Again, this twin flame, this emperor got tricked out of their spot by a trickster. Could be this Queen of Wands, the witchy bitch. Gut-wrenching decisions, the decision they made to go with this witchy bitch, I'm sorry, let me quit calling her that. Go with this Queen of Wands, may be forced upon us. They feel like this was forced upon them and it's not fair. Well, what was their antennas at? They didn't have to listen. They got tricked. Okay, well, what was your antennas at? They weak. That's why they not the emperor. They the King of Wands in the reverse. Because can't nobody trick a motherfucking chosen one out they spot. They was being tested and they failed. Okay, so this was a test and this emperor failed. They got tricked by a trickster. But we all get tempted. We all get axed. We all get... Y'all know. But this person's gut-wrenching decision that they feel was forced upon them when we have limited means that which we respond. They feel like it's not fair because they didn't have all the information. But any new encounter, no matter how awful, can prove to be crucible that helps us recognize our inner strength. Take care when peering into the unknown. Okay, so now this person who tried to hex and curse you is now cursed. They didn't answer the call. They're going through karma. At the beginning of this situation, they didn't realize what? It is not always clear that we're only at the beginning of a situation. So this trickster, the stranger the circumstance, this whole situation they had with you, it was strange. The less able we are to predict the way it will evolve over time with potential shocking results. Okay, when this emperor made this decision to choose this Queen of Wands energy and be in this King of Wands energy in the reverse, Knight of Wands energy, reckless hoe ass energy, they didn't realize that this was the beginning situation of some type of test, spiritual test. They didn't realize this was a spiritual test when they did this strange shit to you, cursed you and chose somebody else. But now that there's shocking results, they feel like it's not fair because they didn't have all the information about you when they tried to hex and curse you and when they left you for this Queen of Wands. Take care when peering into the unknown. They should have took care of the situation anyway. You've been tested every day. This person didn't realize they was being tested. They just thought, YOLO, you only live once. Let's go get the bitches type energy. Let's go get the money. Let's go get the niggas. Let's go get the Birkin bag. I don't know. Let's go party. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Have an adventure. They thought they was here for an adventure. Let's go have fun. They thought they was finna go have fun. That's what they thought. Nah, that ain't what you doing here, boo. So now what? The decisions they made, they feel stuck because there's a stalemate. The indecision, the irresolution, there is no resolution because of the decision that they made or the choice they did not make. They did not use their intuition. They didn't know what to decide. So this is a weak leader. Again, this person feels like they didn't know what to decide. Why do they feel like the Two of Swords represents choice or the inability to decide? Why they couldn't decide? Because they weak? Why they couldn't, excuse me, confirmation, they weak? It wasn't clear. Represents the choice or the inability. Okay, so they couldn't decide because it wasn't clear that you was the Empress. So they thought they choose the Queen of Wands. And if you think about it, this person was in the King of Wands energy in the reverse. That's a hoe ass nigga. A weak leader. Somebody who's reckless, impulsive, arrogant, selfish. And they got in a relationship or some type of situationship with a Queen of Wands. That's a perfect match. That's more their speed. You an empress out here. You wasn't going for that shit. And this person was supposed to be in the emperor status. This was your emperor, but they wasn't in that energy. They was in the King of Wands in a reverse type ass energy. So they was a better match for that Queen of Wands energy anyway. So they couldn't make a decision because they didn't know you was the Empress because they was in some distorted, negative, devil, demon, unhealthy, toxic, karmic energy. So they couldn't choose you because they wasn't on a vibrational match with you. They didn't have enough information. One may be closed off emotionally. So this person was closed off emotionally towards you because they was a vibrational match for this Queen of Wands energy. So you was vibrating too high for this person. So they were closed off emotionally towards you. That's the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And they was holding back from you sharing their energy with this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, you said, okay, fuck you. And you got on the highway, stubborn motherfucker. You said, I'm not waiting around for this shit. And they was being chasing finances. Shit, Ace of Pentacles. That's why they didn't choose you. Wow. Okay. And they realized all this last night at 12 o'clock. This person had a aha moment. Take care when peering into the unknown. Now they wish they would have took care when peering into the unknown because they didn't know. That's why it was a test. You don't get the answers before the test, stupid. Okay, so now this person who didn't listen to God, who didn't answer the call, who's going through a tower, who tried to hex and curse you, they didn't choose you. They was living in fantasy land, daydreaming. They was living in La La Land. That's what they chose. That's why they couldn't choose you. They was living on Fantasy Island with the Queen of Wands. Now they going through a tower. They didn't see your value, your importance. They wasn't aware of your value and your importance. They were chasing fantasies on Fantasy Island with the Queen of Wands. That's why they didn't choose you. Now they realize that. They was chasing a dream. And we got withdrawn. It came in sideways. Single, withdrawn, lonely, and solitary. Take care when peering into the unknown. And now you're single and you have withdrawn, or they're somewhere by themselves. They gonna be single. I don't know what's single and withdrawn. You're single now. You've escaped, collective. Yeah, you ran off while they was chasing toxicity and chasing dreams and Fantasy Island. You withdrew, and now you single. And this person realized now why you withdrew, because they was chasing toxicity. And it's been a long journey with this person. You got motherfucking tired. And now you ain't talking to this person. You over it. And now this person is dwelling, reminiscing, bittersweet. All right. So now this person realized last night at 12 o'clock what the hell just happened. They got tricked out of their twin flame spot. They was chasing dreams. Damn, the devil is in the reverse now. And you freed yourself. You overcame your addictions. You already broke free from your limitations. You already healed your temptations. And this person has not. They still in the thick of it. You already done the work to fight the demons. Practice make perfect. Hard work pays off. And now your hard work is paying off. You already fought the devil and kicked the devil ass. And you moving forward. And this person has been delayed. There's been miscommunication. This person is moving very slow, if at all. Lack of movement. Yeah, this person is stuck. Damn it. And they know why they stuck. They know why they're going through this tower. They have to accept loss. Damn. They have to accept this loss. And they're being humbled. Okay. Well, you escaped, collective. You're gone. And the truth remains you're gone. Baby, you're gone. Now there's 1,000 words that I can't say to make you come home. Was it something I said to make you walk away and make you walk out and leave me cold? If I could just find a way to make it so that you were right here, right now. I've been sitting here, can't get you off my mind. I try my best to be a man and be strong. I drove myself insane, wishing I can touch your face. And the truth remains you escaped. A long time ago in an underground realm where there was no lies and no pain. So you met this person a long time ago in an underground realm where there was no lies and no pain. Well, that has changed because now we here on earth. It's now, here and the now, and this person is a liar and they It causes you pain. What is this? Finding refuge in stories is one of the defining characteristics of being human. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories to live through dark and dangerous times. Folklore and fairy tales, folklore and fairy tales, the realms of fairies, fauns, pale monsters, tests and trials. Okay, so a long time ago when you met this person in the beginning of the time when you created this soul tie with this person, there was no lies and pain, and this person lied and was a trickster. Now you've been stuck on this loop with this person lifetime after lifetime with different people, karmics we call them, people who you've had an uneven energy exchange where there was lies and pain caused. And we come back here to loop and do it over again. This is a test and this is a trial. It can be especially powerful, told over and over again, over lifespans, over time, over repeated cycles, until you heal it. Real as we want them to be. Let yourself daydream. Okay, so this lifetime you came here on this loop-de-loop incarnation, will of the wheel. He's my will in the middle of the wheel. So you came here in the middle of time to heal this with this twin flame journey, with this twin flame. This is a karmic contract. A karmic contract is always between two people and a witness, which is three people. That's a third party situation, whether it be two family members, two friends, a lover situation where somebody was cheating on you. But it's a loop that you have to stay on till you heal it, till death do us part, till you forgive your debts and your debtors. You're going to be stuck on this loop. Collective, you have escaped the loop, the hamster wheel, the matrix, if you will, with whoever this twin flame is and this Queen of Wands, because you was somehow in a contract, in a karmic contract with this emperor, your emperor, who is also a King of Wands in the reverse, which is tied to this Queen of Wands in the upright. And you, Empress. So this is a contract between you three, some karmic contract that you have now escaped. It is over at midnight last night. The fat lady sang, it's a wrap. You have escaped. You have completed this cycle. Buenos noches, niggas. Type energy. All right, now that the collective have escaped, this trickster is in shock. I don't know if it's the twin or it's got to be your twin. The twin is shocked. Now that you escaped, this King of Wands, who was competing with you, who thought he had a major play, was a minor power play. A cautious, tense, and careful approach. You've escaped this King of Wands, and they are shocked. They want to communicate with you. Three of Cups. You've escaped this Three of Cups situation, this third party situation. You have escaped. Let's go back here. I don't know where it is in here. It said in the beginning, before there was pain and lies and shit, in another realm. So in another realm, before there was pain and lies, you was connected to this King of Wands. And this King of Wands connected with a Queen of Wands. And they kept you on a continuous loop with these two people. And you have escaped that loop. Great. And this King of Wands is shocked. Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked, King of Wands? This King of Wands was supposed to graduate, heal, grow, and evolve from a King of Wands energy into an Emperor energy and connect with you. But they wind up staying on this King of Wands vibration. What's the King of Wands? You escaped. They didn't progress, lack of progress, delayed, setbacks, failed partnership, but they couldn't evolve this lifetime. You escaped and they shocked. Why are they shocked? Because they didn't grow, they didn't heal, they've been delayed. They've been set back. You escaped. Damn, they stuck on the loop. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You escape the matrix, the loop, the karmic wheel. Your debt to this person, your karmic debt to whoever this King of Wands is, and this Queen of Wands energy has been paid in full. You escape the karmic wheel. And this King of Wands was resistance to change. They got bad luck. They stuck. Stagnation. They missed this opportunity this lifetime. And at last night at 12 a.m., this King of Wands was reflecting over this whole situation. And they realized exactly what has happened. They got tricked out of their spot by the trickster. The oldest trick in the book. I give you all this if you fucking jump. Confirmation. And your twin flame jumped his stupid ass on over the cliff. And now he free falling. Okay. And your twin is in shock. Because they got tricked out of their spot by family members. How well do you know your comrades, your camaraderies, your partners, your friends? They thought they knew this person. Whoever in their family that tricked them was the trickster in their life, and they got tricked out of their spot, and they know it. And they realize it, that you escaped, and they got tricked, and they stuck. All right. That has been your reading. Let me get you a closing message. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if y'all feeling my vibe. Y'all know I would love to have you join the family. We healing and growing and happy over here. Any karmic circles, cycles we find ourselves in, we hops the fuck out and we keeps it moving. All right, Holy Spirit, let me get a closing message for the collective, please, and thank you. This was about a divine union that was supposed to heal bloodlines and generations and families, lineages, and clear up. And this person refused. Immortal, the consuming family, pressure appears. This person listened to their family and got tricked out their fucking spot. I can't make it up. We gonna read this motherfucker. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I am hungry. All of a sudden, I'm starving. What is this? The witches, the vampires. The consuming family. This person got ate up by their own damn family. I had to cut all my fucking family off because I realized I woke up in the matrix and realized like I'm in a family of a whole bunch of unhealed, toxic, unhealthy people who out to get me. And I had to cut them off. This person woke up. This person didn't wake up. They didn't realize that they born into that life. You're born into a whole family of karmics, people you're supposed to learn a lesson from. Level up and get your blessings. Not somebody you're supposed to sacrifice yourself for. You're supposed to sacrifice them. Not for personal gain or for lies or manipulation. Just to choose yourself. And this person never grew up. They never knew that. They got issues. They got childhood wounds. They got a lot of shit going on that they never healed. That ain't got nothing to do with you, collective. Not your monkey. Not your clown. Not your circus. Shit. For many humans, we have noticed that their blood and adopted friendship families can exert a draining and consuming influence upon them. This person got tricked out of their spot by their draining and consuming family. Whether it is that their affections are so strongly bound up within their families that there is no affection to give elsewhere. These is people who tell you, no, family over everything. Family, family, family. When your family is the energy vampires. And this person didn't realize none of this. They sleep. They got tricked. They living in la-la fucking land right now. Or to others, some people feel like you got to give everything to the family. Nobody else. Just to the family. Or whether the family circle has closed so tight as to strangle a member, suck the life out of one of the members of the family, trying to hold on to you too tight. That's why I had to cut my fucking family off. We know this thing we once had, and which many of you have now. Family. Family can from time to time strangle the development of the soul and the being. This is what's happening to this emperor. They just realized they got tricked. And that their family has strangled the development of their soul. If this card has come to you, we wish to show you a young vampiric maiden, one of your own, Luceria Borrega, whose family fed up on her youth and beauty to further their own political ambitions. This is what was going on in my life. My family was using me and my kindness and my good energy to benefit their own lives. As I pour into them, give them all kind of good ideas and tell them how proud I am of them and how much I love them and help them whatever they need. I never got none of that shit back. So all of my good juju, my good energy, I was pouring into everybody else, and I never got it back. Until 2 years ago, I stopped doing that shit. If you don't pour into me, I'm not pouring into you, and I'm living good. You hear me? My family was feeding upon me, and whoever this emperor is has not realized it. They got tricked by the whole family blood thicker than water type ass energy. Luceria Borrega, whose family fed upon her youth and her beauty to further their own political ambitions. Her closeness with her brother, Caesar Borrega, in every way compromised the development of the loyal affection elsewhere. Okay, so this special chosen being, her name is Luceria. She was so high vibrational, her energy was so pure, and her relationship with her brother was so close that it stagnated her. In every way, it compromised the development of a loyal affections elsewhere in her life. So she didn't have no other relationships except for the relationship that she had with her brother, which was really close. And I'm sure her brother was eating. I'm sure he had the latest wagon, the latest horses, the latest castle, the latest crown. He was living good because he was feeding off his sister's energy. She probably didn't know it, though. The family of origin can be just like this. For many humans, they can demand such great loyalty. No, we family. You my mama, or you my sister, or you're my mother, or you're my whoever. You belong to me. No, bitch, I belong to God. I belong to me. They can demand such great loyalty that you become entrenched in the family network, never moving beyond the ties of blood, stuck in the crab in the barrel mentality. This can be a diminishment of your potential. And we wish for you to consider that some of your beliefs have not been formed through your own independent experiences, but have been fed to you. Again, this person got tricked out of their spot because they was fed some bullshit by a trickster and they believed it. Almost as mother's milk or the blood we vampires draw in from our prey. They was fed to it just like that. You're being eaten by the family. This person was being eaten up by the family or collective. You was and you escaped. This was part of your family. This twin flame was part of your family karmic pattern that you had to escape from. Shit. Woo, if that's the case, congratulations. Though the hopes and dreams of the head of the family, and we got dreams right under here. So this person's, this emperor, who was an emperor, should have stood up and been a strong leader, got reversed by this Queen of Wands. Whatever her dreams was, whatever she wanted to use this King of Wands in the reverse, get this emperor to be in the reverse so she can drain this motherfucker so her dreams could come true. So she was destiny swapping this person, draining this person. Through the hopes and dreams of the head of the family, whoever was head of this person's family, whoever this emperor, King of Wands energy, whoever they listened to, whoever they let control of them, whoever they gave their power away to, this person. Through the hopes and dreams of the head of the family, be they female or male, there is an expectation that you will give up any individual wishes. So this emperor was convinced to be a King of Wands in reverse, not a leader, but to give up his will, whatever he wanted, for the will of this King of Wands. Fed some bullshit, tricked out of their spot, and they believe that shit. They fell for it. Crazy. And this emperor realized this last night at 12 o'clock that they got tricked out of their spot by this Queen of Wands. That's crazy. And a belief that you ought indeed not have these in order to further an empire or dynasty. So this Queen of Wands tricked this emperor into thinking for itself, believing for itself, creating his own destiny. No, you got to stay in this situation here, and we going to create all together and put everything in the crab barrel mentality, and everybody stay in the crab, and whatever we create in here is staying here. You think they going to create something in there? Ain't nobody creating shit in there. Ain't nothing being created in that bucket with them crabs. In some families, this figure may be a narcissist parent or sibling who considers your existence as a source of energy to be used for their own satisfaction. This Queen of Wands is using this man. He's in the reverse. She's in control of him. She wear the pants in the family. Your own expression of self has never been a priority. This Queen of Wands don't give a fuck about this person standing up and being an emperor. They want to keep him in a King of Wands in a reverse so they can use his energy to feed off of, to build off of, so they can get rich. But the tribe you were born into now wants more than it gives, and it is time for you to find aspects of who you could be if dreams were given a space to grow within. If you had your own fucking mind, what would you dream big for yourself? Instead, if you didn't have to take care of nobody but self, what would you build? What would you do? And then you can give from the overflow of the cup. Not from an empty cup, but from the overflow. If your cup is half full, half empty, you can't give to nobody. But once you fill your cup up and you got shit pouring overboard, that's how you give to others. From the overflow, not from an empty cup. If dreams were given a space to grow, it is time to move beyond their demands and needs, even if it is for a short time, and refresh. The freedom you have as one human rather than as a cluster of close-knit and similarly woven humans who share a surname or an interest. So this person, they all believe in the same thing. Just say they all want to live on a farm and raise animals. Everybody say you got to stay on this farm. You got to raise these animals. You can't get married. You can't own a business. You can't do shit but stay on this farm and raise these damn chickens for the family. Whatever it is that they family into, they want this motherfucker to stay here. But it's time for somebody to branch off. Or it could have been time for you to branch off, collective. It is time to move beyond their demands of this family and needs, and even for a short time, and refresh the freedom you have. Somebody's escaping. Somebody's escaping, because this is under escape. Find the freedom you have as one human rather than a cluster of close-knit and similarly woven humans who share the same surname or interests. You are more than your family. The family is not the end-all be-all. The group mind is a powerful thing, yes, but for now, you must reassert your own individuality, your own sovereignty in healthy ways. For now, you must seek a form of freedom that comes from a separation, a physical emotion, a mental, spiritual, from your family, their needs, their demands, their ties. The ties you have created yourself for a time. The love and closeness of this group has given you a great sense of who you are and what you are on earth to do. But we ask you now to shake up this situation as it is now leading to a shadow of your soul development and stunting of your human growth. You are beyond the definitions of this family or the peers of adopted family. You are more than they say you are, more than they allow you to be, more than you have permitted yourself to be, which in their orbit. It is time to separate. If you do not undertake a voyage of discovery into your own self, you will become enmeshed in the webs of the family life and limited definition of self. And recall, too, this can apply to friends who have strong beliefs about who you are, who you ought to be, and how you must do things. There is a great price to be paid for the approval. It is the consumption of the things within you that are budding and have yet to flower. If you wish to be yourself rather than simply be a member of a group with a leader who is not you It is time to explore your alternatives. Remember your own person. Remember you are your own person, and yet you can create your own life. You are free of obligations, and you can now fly away. This could be you, collective, leaving this twin flame journey, your fucking family, the whole situation, or it could be this person, take it how it resonate, but somebody is free to go, goddammit. Fly, little butterfly, fly, little butterfly, fly away type ass energy. Not getting stuck in the loop of a karmic ass family. That's what happens. You come here and people be like, oh no, family, family, family. No, If your family ain't acting very familiar, very hospitable, cut their ass off and live your best life. All right, collective, that's been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed giving it to you as always. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Namaste. Have a great day. Bye.